And we'll do another video, Columbiana, and then through downtown metropolis of Leetonia. So we got the Nissan Leaf, and since we did the charge in Canton on Sunday, and we got a free charge up in Hermitage at the Nissan dealer on Monday, our consumption is down to 4.2 miles per kilowatt hour running the heat. And I run it when I need it. Just dressed like I normally dress. I got blue jeans. I've got I got a short sleeve t-shirt, long sleeve, which is what I wear in the summer, but I did put like a thermal shirt under the long sleeve shirt today because it's 35 on the dash. $35 on Google Maps. So I guess this theater is like pay what you can up here. You'll see it in the circle on the corner. It was redone. Here's Ace Hardware. You can still buy Frost Top root beer there. Not sure where that van's going. But you got double charge point chargers for free up a few blocks on the left at AAA. And then I walked down to Ace Hardware or something last time I was here and ate lunch on the way back. So I just came, I think it's Cooked Corner or something, and bought lunch and cheese for sandwiches when I get home. I just need some iceberg lettuce. So that was the corner, and it's got the theater that's redone and everything, and it says pay what you can. Never was a theater person. The drive-in was kind of nice because you were at least in your own filth or cleanliness, depending on how you kept your car. And of course, back in the old days, cars were pretty darn roomy. So, yeah, we dropped to 4.1 miles per kilowatt hour. I ran this to get a prescription yesterday, and I let it go. I don't know. The fan and the heat was going crazy trying to heat up the car. So it was still 4.1 when I went to Home Depot, and then now it's back to 4.2. We ran 4.6 on our trip to North Carolina. That's miles per kilowatt hour. We only ran the air conditioner there when we needed it, which was between Whitfield, Virginia, and back to Pipestem, West Virginia. So with the AC, it just knocked it down a little bit during the summer. So the heat definitely looks like it's putting a little bit more on the battery. But if I've got 60 kilowatts of useful battery, I'm still over 240 miles. If that's all honest and true and accurate. And the advertised on this is 226. So just tickled pink with it. So figure I'd leave it on, and then you guys could have a little trip through center Columbiana into, and we'll go down the metropolis of Leetonia. Sometimes there's people away, lived away from the area, and sometimes people are in the military, and I was gone times so long that I kind of forget exactly what things look like. And things change too. A little airplane coming into view up high. It is real windy today. cars are gone. So we had a little bit of snow on the ground in the cars this morning back home. I've got to set my Nest thermostat to 67 continuously. I don't think I ever set it, so it comes on 69 every morning, which is fine for the wife getting up, and then I'd like to knock it down. 67 seems to be a happy 24-hour temperature in the house. Well, here's Leetonia, Columbiana Street. I'm so sorry. Next, I could be getting stuff ready for Thanksgiving. I did gather a bag of all my soldering stuff to take out to the garage, and I'll make one of the benches I made last winter into a soldering repair bench. I gotta do like one for grinding and polishing, and just like different stations for different things I do. And then make the benches for the back side of the garage and clean and throw away stuff this winter. Feels safer when it's cold like this, you know. Seems like a haven for bugs and spiders. So, yeah, electric car, your consumption goes up in the winter on the electric because you're not running heat off an engine that's inefficient like a regular car. Your engine's running over 90% efficient instead of 25 to 35% in a gas car. That's where all the heat's generated, and it's just waste. So you load down a car or an electric truck or whatever, and who knows what point you reach where you hit 35 or 30% efficiency. But the battery in here is like equivalent to 2 gallons of gasoline with real high efficiency. Well, downtown's all closed off. Wow, that's a steep hill. Huh. Well, maybe we'll go to the coke ovens, so this won't be a wasted trip. Excuse me. And then if I go back this way to Salem, I can run into Holdy's and get a head of lettuce. For some reason I just felt like making a sandwich today. Beautiful library here in Leetonia. Wonder what it looks like on the inside. It looks like it's worth the stop and going there. It's beautiful. Well, this road, yeah, I don't think it goes where we want to go. We'll do a U-turn. I think it's just a housing track. It's just a cul, yeah. Oh well. Well, here's some new homes in Leetonia. Huh. Not bad. Look like nice places to. Oh, I like the one here with the hill and a walk up. Nice and nice. Huh. I don't know how old they are. They're gas pipes like rusty as can be on the meter there. Well, I don't know if we're going to get there from here or not. I don't know my way once I get up this part. So, yeah, high a new high school went in a few years ago. It's beautiful. And it looks like the library went where the old high school was. I haven't been down to these coke ovens. We're just going to do a U-turn because I've got food in the car. Which way I'm going. Now that we made that little bit of a turn. Just enough to set my compass off a little bit. Hey, it's a freshly paved road. Dave's neck likes that. How about that? I want to go through Leetonia. They're working out in the middle of, it's pretty much wintry bike route. So they made a little about iron pellets, or what is it called? Something of it, I should say. Keep out of coke ovens. Barriers, stay behind barriers. No hunting, no open fires. Not responsible for accidents. So they had little railroad tracks running through here, and whatever these ovens would heat up. Well, make coke for making iron into steel or something. They're all like beehive ovens. I haven't been down here for at least a decade, and they just let the trees take over everything. So there's your carts and the little tracks or whatever that everything used to run on. So you can walk around here. There's like a loop you take around. And they even got a restroom, it looks like. What does it say? I think that's what that is. So yeah, coke ovens. Just look up Cherry Valley Coke Ovens. There's like a historical sign up here on the left. They could have put it down where you can read it. I don't think people want to stop in their cars and read stuff. Huh. Believed to be constructed in 1866, this facility is one of the largest of its kind in the nation. Complex of 200 ovens was erected by the Leetonia Iron and Coal Company, later known as the Cherry Valley Iron Works, to supply fuel for pig iron processing. Blast furnaces that stood south of the site. The man-made beehive ovens were used to transform hard coal into coke. Coking process burnt impurities out of the coal. The end product, coke, was the best fuel source for the furnaces that were used to manufacture iron and steel. The facility discontinued operation in the early 1930s at the height of the Great Depression. Actually, I've got an article that they stopped in 1922 from the newspaper. Unless they reopened it for a time or whatever, but there you go. Books on tape. Historical signs on tape. But yeah, I think I did. I haven't done. It was like the late 2000s I was down here because it was just digital cameras. I didn't use the good digital cameras here ever. So kind of interesting. And might as well do the back way into Salem. If this goes to Butcher Road. This is all stuff we did on bicycle when I was a kid. Tony's Pizza is now a restaurant or something. So take women that have trouble or something, and they hire them to help cook stuff. I haven't seen them out and about. They used to be at the farm market we went to, and then they do something in Lisbon, Ohio in the summer. And then they raise money for whatever that charity they started with to help the women out. This is the fields of the new high school and stuff here. And probably either school's done or it's a teenager skipping school. God forbid I would ever do something like that. So if I rode to Leetonia, this is probably a way I took home about a third of the time instead of going back the other way. And rode bike to Leetonia this way maybe 10% of the time. Nice yard with all the pines. Maybe school is out. Maybe we can take her off the naughty list for Christmas and put her back on the nice list. So, we're going to cut it out and then start over. Just the one video is not too long because I got another subject to put on the next one. See you in a second.